Hiram, I suppose this was an impulse buy for you. I know you make a lot of your stuff, but we were talking about the Esbits for the last few ones, and I know you're doing the canteen cup, and I'll probably maybe try and do one of those later. Was at REI today, and lo and behold, by Esbits, which maybe they've made this all along and I didn't know, or maybe this is just something new. I'm not really sure, but it is a Esbits little boiler. And it's a little fold-out stove, which I've used for years. This is, I know it holds 2 cups, but probably a little bit more. There's some more room in there. It's a neat little guy. I won't take the lid off because I'm actually timing it. I don't have the nice little thermometer and stuff set up that you do. But it has nice little rubber handles. If you can see, take this over here for you. It just has a little square area there. See if it'll focus. For holding the Esbits. Little open chamber here. Nice little air holes out the side. And Esbits logo. And the lid does turn around. And that folds, fits. It has little rubber feet on there, by the way, too. So elevated off the ground. Not sure, that's kind of gimmicky, but it will fit. I'm sure you can fit quite a few tabs in there. But we're going to see how long it takes to put 2 cups, 16 ounces of water. And I don't know. I did not test it with a thermometer, but I can tell you that this was just sitting on my kitchen counter for most of the day. So it's just ambient room temperature water that I happen to have in there, and it just barely was perfect 2 cups, which just I lucked out. So I thought while I was sitting here hanging out, I would do a little time to see how long it took to do that up, and sort of we'll see. This was one that I used for your earlier video, so hopefully it'll at least go 8 minutes and get us a boil. But I will turn this off and we'll come back when she's boiling. So while we're waiting for it to boil, I thought I'd actually read the instructions here, and it does say that the 14-gram tablet provides a burning time of approximately 10 to 15 minutes. That's more than I've ever got out of them. But 14-gram tablet suffices in order to heat 400 milliliters of water or to warm up food. It doesn't actually say boil in here, which I thought was pretty interesting. 400 milliliters is just shy of 16 ounces or 2 cups or 1 pint, which is what the box actually says. See if we can get this focus in. 1 cube will bring 1 pint of water to a roiling boil in less than 8 minutes. Now it also doesn't say what device or pot or anything else that you'd be using, so that's a very nondescript sort of thing. But I did find it was interesting that it actually does not say boil in the instructions for this guy. It just says it'll heat water or food. So right now we are at 8 minutes, and get in here. There's still plenty of tablet left. Let me just check this real quick. No boil. It is steamy. No boil yet. So that's pretty interesting. I would have expected a little more of that, but I'll keep the timer going and we'll be back. Alright, it's sounding pretty good. We are at right at 11 minutes. 11 minutes, 3 seconds. Oh, not quite. Producing enough steam that it was moving the lid around, though. There's still some tablet left, so we'll be back. Alright, we're just past 15 minutes. As you can see, it is still burning. There's not much usable fuel there. But I gotta tell you, it's not a rolling boil. I don't have a thermometer to put in there. I know it would certainly be hot enough to cook in. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to push this in and see if I can extend it. See if that'll catch. See how long it would take to get a rolling boil out of this. That should catch. I'm just going to keep the timer going. It was just about out. That's enough to catch that cube, but barely. And I'm just going to keep timing it to see how long it's going to get boiled, but I could have sworn it would have boiled by now. But the cube did last to 15 minutes, so they're not lying about that. See? Well, it sounds like it's boiling. It's making the boiling noise, but it's not quite boiling. But I have a feeling if I get an actual flame under here, this will probably boil pretty quick. So I'll keep the timer going. Alright, we're getting a good amount of steam. It is just past 18. And there's the boil. Now, I realize I took the lid off a couple times to check it. And you can see without the lid, the boil slows down a little bit. That's 18 minutes. That's further than an Esbit's tab would go, even if I hadn't already lit it real quick. That was the one I used for the earlier demo, but I don't think that'd be significantly lower. And this is a Esbit's designed stove, so I could have sworn it would have done 2 cups of water. Now this is outside. It's not terribly cold here today. I'm actually next to a fire, which only could have helped it. That's not putting up that much heat, but I am wearing shorts and a t-shirt still at well, it's almost 8:30 at night, but you know, there's still residual light. It's not terribly cold, and it took just over a tablet to purify water, to get it to a boil. So there you go. I don't know, the advantage of buying stuff at such a high quality retailer is I'm allowed to take stuff back if I'm not happy with it. So I bought this for Hiram just to for shits and giggles, just to see how it worked, and hope you enjoyed it. Well, so the water won't go to waste here. We're going to enjoy some seafood chowder. I hadn't run into this one. This is a Mountain House freeze dried, and we're going to pop this baby in here and see if we can't have ourselves a good little hot meal after a nice long day screwing around and hiking around the city. And this is brought to you by Esbit Stove and Fire. Who doesn't love a fire? There's a good fire.